Black History Extended, 7 days a week, 365. Before Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, there was another civil rights activist by the name of Medger Wiley Evers. He was born on July 2nd, 1925. He was the first field officer of the NAACP in Mississippi. In his upbringings, Medger could remember attending a segregated school to which he and his brother walked to every day, and he remembers being taunted by white children on the buses passing them by on the way to school. During his upbringing also, Medger was subjected to some of the most hateful racism in Mississippi. In 1943, Medger went to the Army at the age of 18 and was honorably discharged in 1946, just to return home to systemic racism. Medger knew that this treatment wasn't right and vowed to change it. During that time, Mississippi was a state with the most putrid and evil racism ever known to man. All the lynchings, the Klan members terrorizing black people, made Medger put his life in jeopardy by advocating for change. In 1950, Medger and his brother Charles both graduated from Alcorn State University. It was that same year that Medger met his future wife, Merle Louise Beasley. They were married in 1951. The couple were both active in the NAACP in Mississippi Delta region. Medger knew that he was a marked man. In 1954, Brown versus the Board of Education struck racial segregation in public schools. Evers was one of the first to apply for admission to Ole Miss, University of Mississippi Law School, but was denied on a technicality. The school claimed that he had failed to include letters of recommendation. Evers went to the NAACP for help and was offered a position instead by E.J. Stringer. Evers had grown the membership in size by double in 3 years. On August 28, 1955, the death of Emmett Till occurred. Evers played a key role in securing the involvement of the NAACP. This was one of his first assignments. He and 2 other field workers tracked down the potential witnesses to the events that led to Till's abduction. In 1961, Medger Evers and James Merited, alongside a few more NAACP members, the U.S. Marshals, and federal troops, helped to integrate Ole Miss University. The summer of 1963, by year 9 of Medger's advocacy at the NAACP, Birmingham, Alabama had been getting media attention for civil rights issues and the violent responses to protesters, which included fire hoses and dogs turned on school children, followed by Governor Wallace's negative attitude towards African American students to enter the University of Alabama. This put pressure on President JFK to address the nation. And on June 11, 1963, just 4 hours after the address was given, an exhausted Evers returned home. As he walked toward his doorway, a single gunshot went off, striking him in the back. His children took cover, and his wife Merle ran to his side as he lay in the driveway. An hour later, Medger Wiley Evers' life was over. A Klan member by the name of Byron de la Beckwith was accused of shooting him, and it took 31 years to bring him to justice. Medger's legacy was carried on by his widow and children. Long live Medger Evers. Little known history fact: the Medger and Merle Evers home was turned into a national monument and a historic house, 2332 Margaret Walker Alexander Drive. The house over the years has been restored so that it would look as it did when the Evers family lived there.